But there's a lot that goes into choosing your breeds on top of that, because it's like, what do you want with your chickens? Are you looking for like a top quality show chicken that's going to win a show? Are you looking for egg layers and you don't care what color or variety, anything? Or like, are you looking for a meat turkey, or are you looking for like a fancier, more heritage breed turkey? There's a lot of stuff that goes into picking. Because at first, I just wanted egg layers, so I would go and pick anything that laid well. And then I finally figured out that I love the show chicken world and all the people that are in it. So then I started to figure out what breeds do I think look the coolest, what would I breed for years, and I settled with the Brahmas and the same Cowboys. I enjoy doing my YouTube. The harder part for me sometimes is you can only go so far sometimes with chicken information until you have to start like repeating the same stuff that you've already said. And I mean, I still do videos every once in a while. I've slowed down a little bit because, you know, you get like burnout sometimes, and you know, stuff happens where you just can't do videos. But it's just kind of, I want it to move forward. I'm trying my best to work hard and get it up there, which I'm at like 1,000 something subscribers, which isn't massive, but you know, for just a 17-year-old that started a year ago, I'm pretty proud of it. But I basically just started it so that I could teach people about chickens, or like I didn't know certain stuff when I started, and I would Google on YouTube or whatever and figure all that stuff out, and I wouldn't be able to find a video of what I wanted. So if there were problems that popped up for me, I would make a video about it to show people, like, because there's no other stuff about it. I'd like to, you know, get into the extra stuff, you know, like how chickens aren't always super clean, and you don't, you know, like during rainstorms and all that, they don't stay clean the whole time. Like a lot of people like to film the best sides of all their chickens and how like they're perfect and everything's good about them and they lay all the time and stuff. But I like to talk about, like, you know, they do get sick, they do die, you do have to cull chickens if it gets to it. There's like a lot more that goes into chickens than sunshine and rainbows, and you just throw them feed in the morning and do anything you want for the rest of the day. So there's a lot. I like to tell people like the truth about the chickens and stuff. That's what I'm planning to do when I get, obviously right now I'm pretty new to it. I've got some Brahmas and stuff, but I've talked to Brian a lot, and he likes to disperse it out because there's always ways you can come back to your old lines if you have to, which I think is very smart. Like, heck, even if I like give some to my grandparents or something just to have, and then just go back to them if something were to happen, because they were expensive birds. They were very, when it comes to show chickens, they can be pricey, but also at the same time, you don't have to start exactly with the most expensive bird you can find, because the price doesn't always equal quality of the bird.
Right.
A lot of people are really good with like selling their chickens, but like the quality isn't as good. And then there's some people who have like no presence on Facebook or anything like that, and their birds are like phenomenal, which there's a few that I've met, and they're great. Like their birds are amazing, and they have like no Facebook presence, no nothing. But there's other people with like less quality ones that get like triple or quadruple the amount of sales because they're like very big on Facebook or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So you really don't always jump to the first breeder you see. Like how I wanted large fowl Brahmas, which Brian helped me a lot on. Like I Google it or look on Facebook or something like that, and always the biggest ones, or not always, but sometimes the biggest ones don't have as good qualities as some of the smaller ones. So you really have to look and like study your bird through the standard and all that stuff for you to find the one you want. It's a whole balancing act too, because you'll be like, oh, its tail is lacking here. But by bringing the tail up, you're like, oh, now its wing needs a fixing here. So you fix the wing, and now it's saddle feathers are kind of off, so you fix the saddle. It's kind of a balancing act, trying to keep it as good as you can without doing messing up something too much.
Right. Yeah.
It's very much so.
Those genes are not just for one factor. They usually affect something else. Color or something gets thrown off by focusing on that.
Yes, you really have to look at your birds and honestly get the records from their past if people have them, because a lot of the breeders I went to have a lot of the genetic past that they were from. So I can tell that, because a lot of the stuff, it's not just this bird mixed with this bird. It can be from grandparents and great-great-grandparents of those birds that show up in this baby chick. So it's kind of it's really nice to have the background of your birds that you buy.